Hello, I'm Hendrikus van Hensbergen. I'm the Chief Executive at Action4Conservation. We're a UK youth environmental action charity that inspires and empowers young people aged 12 to 18 from diverse backgrounds across the UK to become the next generation of environmental leaders. Our mission is to inspire a youth movement committed to conservation and to the earth. And in order to do this, we need to ensure that our programmes reach every young person, and particularly those whose voices have been excluded from decision making. Frequently, these are the voices of young people of colour, young people from working class backgrounds and other underrepresented groups. We tackle this exclusion through our work in a number of ways, but in order to do this well, we need to constantly evaluate the barriers facing young people from diverse backgrounds across the environmental movement, and we must allow their voices to shape our work. As we step up for our last stand for climate and nature, it's essential organisations leading this fight represent all communities, and in particular those most impacted by the climate emergency and ecological breakdown.
Young people from diverse backgrounds do care about nature and the climate crisis, but they also have a million other things that are often more pressing on their plate. Recurring issues voted on most concerned by young people include tackling knife crime, support for mental health and access to university. Young people of colour and those from other underrepresented groups also face barriers when it comes to accessing nature, whether that is experiencing racism in nature or a lack of nearby public green spaces near them with wildlife value. And being in nature often costs money too. With the pandemic hitting these communities hardest, economically and socially, paying to access nature just isn't a priority. In addition, the environmental movement has a reputation for being white and middle class. In the UK, it's the second least racially diverse sector, and this has huge implications for young people. Mainstream environmental messaging and education doesn't always feel relevant to all young people or make them feel welcome in the space. It is clear that the environmental and climate movements have a lot of work to do.
Action4Conservation uses our programs to create safe spaces to explore nature and link environmental issues to social justice issues that young people may identify with more. We also provide free opportunities for young people to access nature and support them during their experiences. Across all our work, we emphasize play, friendship, and freedom in nature because every young person has the right to experience the joys and benefits of being outside. We also elevate diverse voices through our youth leadership positions at AFC. Finally, we've just launched a new project called Race for Nature's Recovery, created in collaboration with two Black-led organisations, Generation Success and Voyage Youth, as well as Students Organising for Sustainability. Together, we will support over 100 young people from diverse backgrounds to experience working in the environmental sector through paid placements in over 30 organisations across the country. It's been really inspiring to see a growing number of initiatives aiming to break down the barriers that diverse communities face when it comes to accessing nature. Many of these are led by communities of colour, both within the environmental sector and broader society. Action4Conservation, along with the wider environmental sector, must continue to listen to, learn from, and collaborate with diverse communities to sustain this drive to create a more equitable and green future.